All right. Welcome back, my friends, to the. No, I feel that might be copyrighted already. But hey, thank you for coming back. Today, I want to talk about kind of what topology changes have happened from living in an office and using server resources in an office in the way that we're traditionally used to, and living at home, and why that difference has made such a difference in how people consume applications. I want to try to demystify some of these technical things. So for anybody out there that's watching that's super technical, please take it with a grain of salt that I'm summarizing in some form here. But without further ado, let's get into it. So I've got my handy dandy chart of the days before COVID, right? And if you look on the left, you have a firewall in the top left corner, but you have 1,000 megabit by 1,000 megabit, big old fast connection between the office and the server, the users and the server. So if you look at all our happy little users down here, we've got green check boxes because their experience is great. They're used to functioning laterally, east-west, if you will, to their server with 1,000 meg to share between them. In some cases, even 10,000 meg to the server and more. And then as you look, you go up to this cable modem and you see this 100 meg by 20 meg cable connection that goes out to the cloud. And if you notice right up here beside me, is the internet is default traffic, meaning unless it has a route inside or the server or files, right? These handy guys right on top of that server, then it goes to the server first, and anything that's left over is the default traffic, and it's internet, and it's your cloud drive and your YouTubes and your Dropbox and your Creative Cloud and all those things that you use on the internet on a day-to-day basis. But if you fast forward to what happened in COVID, you threw all these people, if you will, right out and into their working from home situation. So this gets really complex, but what I'm trying to illustrate is since the upload of the office is only 20 megs, then the total speed, even though you have these big, beautiful yellow gig pipes, 1,000 megabit pipes, effectively all of the users outside are now sharing a 20 meg connection because that's the only amount of upload that office has to reply to users that need to download and use applications, right? Further complicating that, you're now pushing that out to a disparate set of users. This guy on the left has a horrible experience. They have split tunneling in place. That's why you have two arrows, one arrow going up to the office VPN resources, right? And the other going off to default internet traffic. And so internet is split tunneled, meaning internet goes out from the user to from their device directly, but anything from the office resources still has to go in a VPN, be encapsulated, and go back and share that 20 meg pipe. If you look at each user, you have Sally who has 100 meg at home, and Bob that has 20, and this guy on the left that's got a meg satellite connection, and the guy on the far right that's got 1,000 megabit connection, but it's unstable and the VPN keeps reconnecting. And so when people say all our users are at home and now they're having a bad experience and we're not prepared, there's a lot of facets that go into it. It's the limitation of your upload download providership at your office. It's the limitation of the stability of the connections of the people in the field because of the VPN sensitivity to that dropping packets and being de-encapsulated and having to re-evoke another session. And if you look, I'm illustrating this line that goes all the way through the server resources, right? It goes all the way in through the firewall and into the files in the office. And then the rest of it goes out to the internet for those normal consumptions. And so this is a manifestation of why people experience bad or mixed relationships with their office resources, to the extent that you've done remote desktop protocols to make less traffic needed, or you have thin applications that run on .NET, or things that actually make that better, is the extent of whether or not you had a great experience, coupled with how is each individual user's experience in their home network. If you shift forward to a modern architecture, however, as you see things become more and more SaaS driven, more and more resilient to network connection drops, more and more able to cache certain things and take advantage when the sun is shining versus when it's not, and the ability to use things in a modern application with connectivity issues notwithstanding allows you to have internet become everything. And as you notice, I haven't drawn the office in this. The way that we live in modern infrastructure, there isn't per se an office. The offices simply live as a point to bring and aggregate social environments and allow you to bring those computers in on a stable connection that you can monitor in a better way than you could at home. But ultimately, I think people will re-envision what office looks like when internet is everything. This is my short on kind of why this experience is so different for people as they went home from COVID, and why the right application design, the right cloud usage, and the right management of those endpoints and the monitoring of their health and telemetry allows you to make decisions for the one, but everyone's not sharing some mediocre experience. So that's the end for me today. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Please subscribe and click the bell.